Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back. Yes, I told you when I started talking about this, that live stream would probably be cut off. But I'm going to make this quick because it might be cut off again. But let me explain to you what happened. In the nutshell, if you don't know me, my name is AJ, all right? I do a little show called The Startup Junkie. Of course, The Startup Junkie live multi-streams across Facebook, YouTube, Periscope / Twitter, and we also live stream in our private Facebook group, which is the startupjunkie.io. And you can also catch, I'll share with you here, the Startup Junkie Live podcast on Apple iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, as well as iHeart Media. So if you have not checked out the Startup Junkie Live podcast and you are an entrepreneur, do yourself a favor and definitely check it out. And do yourself a favor and join the startupjunkielive.io Facebook group. Why? Because we're all about the entrepreneur. All right, we're all about the entrepreneur. And I'm gonna try to make this quick because, like I said to you prior, there was a possibility that because of the topic that I was talking about, it would not at all surprise me if this live stream is cut. And what topic was that? I am talking about how my Facebook account was hacked, okay? And I'm talking about my Facebook business account was hacked and what I did after money was stolen to get it back, all right? Unfortunately, I was not able to get my business account back. As you know, it's very, very difficult to reach the powers to be when it comes to this and all, honestly, pretty much all social platforms, unless you're spending quite a bit of money. All right. So unless you're spending quite a bit of money, the likelihood of you getting in contact with people, and I think the magic number on this particular platform is $50,000 a month. I could be wrong, but hey, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So let me explain to you what happened. So somewhere around August 10th, I woke up. I typically get up early in the morning. And if you're hearing this for the second or third time or the second time, I apologize. But again, like I said, the live feed was cut. So let me get into it. I typically get up somewhere between 4 and 5 every morning. And I figure, hey, if the early bird catches the worm, the person that's getting up between 4 and 5 can, maybe catch the chicken. All right. So why not get up and do what you have to do? Right. So anyway, I get up and I normally keep my phone at that time in the morning because it's me time. It's about meditation. It's about reading something that helps me progress as an entrepreneur. And I typically have my phone. I have it on vibrate. But for some reason that morning I said, hey, you know what? No, let me turn it on. Something just said turn it on. And so all of a sudden, a little bit before 5, I started getting this barrage of emails. My phone just started going off. It started going off. And this is exactly what was coming through my email right here. You see that? Facebook. Your account recovery code. You no longer have access to. Your password is changed. You no longer have access to Gozia Cat. I guess that's a play off of Doja Cat. And you no longer have access to One Body, One Vision. And I'm thinking, what the hell, right? So I immediately jump into my my business manager ad account, right? And if you don't know anything about running Facebook ads, this is pretty much how it works. What you do is you have your business or your entrepreneur page or your fan page and not your personal profile in which you run all of your ads through. Now, our company used to be a marketing agency. And when I say marketing agency, I'm not talking about social media marketing. I'm not talking about just placing ads across social networks. No, I'm talking about a real agency where, we're putting ads on radio, we're putting ads on television, we're putting billboard ads up, we're doing ads on cable, which is different from TV, by the way, right? And so we're doing this and everything is going great. However, advertising has been slow, and we found that we started moving more toward technology. Again, behind us, ThinkGrids LLC, Google us. Our company is a digital asset management and development company specializing primarily around technology stacking and e-learning platforms. Okay, so that's a mouthful, I know, but in essence, we show companies how to stack the right kind of technology to be not only more efficient, but increase profits, increase revenues, which is top line sales, and ultimately the bottom line, which is your profit, right? And if you are some kind of religious institution or private school, or some kind of like small university, we can help you take your content and convert whatever your in-room class content is to online learning. In other words, whatever your in-classroom content is, what your professors or your teachers are teaching, we can take that information, that content, and make it and convert it into online learning through LMSs, which are learning management systems. So anyway, back to the story. So I get these barrage of emails, right? And I'm like, okay, I immediately jump in. I'm like, okay, I realize first thing that I'm no longer an admin. Excuse me. I'm no longer an admin on my own account. I'm no longer an admin, right? And I notice all these other little, people had been added, or emails or names had been added as, say as advertisers to the account. And I'm like, what the hell, right? So I'm like, okay, this account is being hacked, all right? So I jump over, immediately go to billing, right? And I try to delete my credit card, but I can't because, there has to be a primary card tied to the account. So I get another little credit card, something that I don't use that often, and I replace it and make it the primary and delete the account that literally has thousands of dollars in it. Okay, I delete that credit card. I take that credit card off, or that business debit, right? And so I'm thinking everything is fine. I go through the whole process of trying to reach out to customer service. And as you know, any of you who have tried to reach out to customer service on pretty much any platform is somewhat impossible, because you're being given canned responses, basically bots, right? So I went through this other process by which I can actually speak to a real person. And basically, I said that there was a copyright infringement, which it really was, because they were basically taking over all of my content. So it was a content because I no longer not only had access to my business account, but I no longer had access to my business page, my entrepreneur page, our ThinkGrids media page, because you have to have a business page, like I said again, in order to have a business account, in order to create ad accounts to run ads. But since not only that, I didn't also have access to all of the ad accounts that we have created for customers. Fortunately, we don't really do that anymore. We don't take on clients like that, but occasionally we will do ads for clients or friends. Well, people that have done business with us in the past and still feel comfortable with us doing it for them, we'll do it. Fortunately, we were not running any ads, right? But we no longer had access to those accounts. So what I did was, finally, I did get a response, and I went through the whole copyright infringement thing on this social platform. I uploaded all the information, show proof that I said, hey, this is my account. You can verify it. I gave all of the information. I got a response back. We still need more information. I'm like, hell, I mean, you should know, right? It's your platform. But again, we're not spending, say, 50 grand a month. So we don't have an account manager. We don't have a person that we can talk to. I think 50K is the number. So this is what I did. I still had some access, but not as an admin and the business manager. Any email or a name that I could, pull that was actually in the account that was not mine, that was placed there. I copied all of that and immediately started doing Google searches. We have a special software where we can search emails. I searched some emails, and guess what? I found who hacked the account, right? Yes, I found who hacked the account. And I'm not going to say the person's name or their page because it could be considered defamation, all right? I'm married to an attorney, so she told me if you do this show, be very, very careful in what you say. I'm like, no worries, but I will say, I know who you are. Not only that, I actually emailed them and saying, I know that you hacked our account. I know that you tried to take money from our account. And what's so funny about this, maybe a few days prior to all this happening, there's this this YouTuber guy who run tons of ads. And he makes millions of dollars running ads for big companies. And he talked about his account being hacked. And he talked about how they literally was in the account trying to place an ad campaign for about 50 grand. So I'm like, holy shit. If he can get hacked, then I know that, we don't spend that much money. We could probably get hacked too. But I got to tell you, we have layers of security. We use tons of encrypted stuff. We use VPN, which is virtual private networks. We use all of that stuff, like NordVPN and the stuff that you see. Yeah, we use all of that. But it did not happen it did not stop it because I don't have control over the actual social platform. So I'm like, all right, screw it. I'm going to let the page go. I'm out. Forget it. Don't worry about it. Just create another page and keep it moving, right? So let me tell you what happened. From the 10th all the way to the 31st. On the 31st, boom, this is what hit my account. I'm just going to show you the outcome, but I'll explain to you what that means. So basically, I was charged by this social $71.31 for an ad campaign that I didn't run it, right? I didn't run it. And so fortunately for me, I have Chase. And so Chase gave me a temporary credit. And so now they're like, hey, let us investigate. I say, good luck with that, right? But it could have been worse because the account that was hacked literally had thousands of dollars in it. And it could have been worse. So what am I sharing with you as an entrepreneur? All right, there's a couple lessons here I want you to take, okay? The first lesson I want you to take is this. Whenever you create your page, you should probably